Okay, so our first release of February is The King's Beast Volume 9. Now this is coming out on the 7th of February, so it's already out. I'm reading this story and I am really enjoying it at the moment. It's a nice, easy read. It's about Rangetsu, who's trying to get revenge for her twin who was killed. And in this volume, we apparently find out more about Sogetsu and the twins' powers as a whole. Also coming out on the 7th of February is Attack on Titan Omnibus. It's Omnibus 9, so volume 25 to 27. I don't want to say too much. To be fair, most of you probably already know what it's about. And I think this is the volume where there's like big spoilers, or there have just been big spoilers. So I don't want to ruin that for anyone who hasn't gotten up to that point in the story yet. But what I can tell you, you're going to get almost 600 pages of manga, specially embossed cover, and of course it's in a large Titan size, so it's a bit bigger than your normal volume of manga. And then we have Rainbow Days, also on the 7th of February. This is Viz Media, and this is volume 2. I haven't read this yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but maybe I'll give it a try soon when this third volume is out. But just so you know, it's about Natsuki, Tomoya, and Tsuyoshi. They make progress in their respective romances, apparently. A girl confesses her feelings to the recently dumped Keiichi, but is she prepared for his role-playing proclivities? So if that sounds like your kind of thing, please do go out and buy it. Okay, next we have the 7 Deadly Sins Omnibus. This is volume 22 to 24, also released on the 7th of February. This is a Kodansha release, and I'm not reading it at the moment, but I have been watching the anime. I'm very far behind. So I'm going to tell you what it's about, but I've not reached this part yet, so I don't know who the Grizzly Sin King is alive. But apparently he is, and he refuses to help Meliodas, and he declares Ban as his mortal enemy. So if you are enjoying that at the moment, please do let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure yet if I'm going to buy the manga. So next we have Candy Color Paradox. This is a Sublime BL release. It's volume 6, and it's about Kaburagi and Onoe. They're ready to take their relationship to a whole new level, so they're going to find an apartment together. But unfortunately, the end of year holiday cheer turns into holiday dread. They are working so much, they end up not having time to see each other, and that puts a bit of a wedge between them. So will they come through out of it at the end? Fingers crossed. Next we have Snow White with the Red Hair. This is volume 23, a Viz Media release. I have the first 2 volumes of this, but I haven't started reading it yet, so I can't tell you too much about it, except a suspect aroma wafts throughout the northern lands, raising alarms. So I assume the main character is going to be involved in that. And then we have Love Sick Ellie. This is volume 8, released again on the 7th of February, a Kodansha comic. I've heard about it. I'm on the fence about whether to buy this or not. But for those of you who are enjoying it, Ellie in this volume finally confronts Omi-kun's everyday life. However, he's surrounded by extreme extrovert fans, so how will she deal with that? And it sounds as finals draw closer, Ellie gets a restraining order from her growing love life and Twitter because her dad is on the scene. So if you're enjoying that, please do let me know in the comments, because I really am on the fence about buying this series or not. Okay, next we have My Hero Academia, volume 33. Again, 7th of February release by Viz. I am watching the anime. I'm not too far in, I'm not fully caught up yet, and I don't have the manga yet, but I really, really, really want to buy this series. And the synopsis for this, just so you know, is that Midoriya has left UA because he knows that All For One has put a target on his back, and he wants to protect his friends, and he wants to draw villains away from everyone he cares about. But his friends know that the news bearer of 1-4 shouldn't handle this burden alone. This sounds right up my street. I'm really excited to read this volume, but I need to buy the other 32 first. Okay, next we have Tokyo Revengers. I'm watching this. I really want to buy the manga, and I like the fact that they're out in omnibus editions at the moment. Makes it easier to buy them. It's 7 Seas Entertainment releasing this, volumes 7 to 8, again on the 7th of February. So if you don't know, this is about a guy called Takemichi Hanagaki. He, in middle school, that was the highest point of his life. He had respect, he had a gang of friends who he could really rely on, he had a girlfriend. Go forward 12 years and he's a nobody. Doesn't really do much in his life except sit down and eat. And one day he's watching the news and he finds out that Tokyo Manji Gang's cruel murder of his only girlfriend has happened. And he's on his way somewhere and a train ends his life. But weirdly, he wakes up 12 years ago, back in middle school, when he's still dating Hinata Tachibana. So he has this chance to save his girlfriend, and it's really good. He goes back into the future because he sees how his actions have changed the future. Has he saved his friends? Has he saved his girlfriend? And then sometimes it doesn't quite work out, so he ends up back in time trying to fix that. Okay, next we have Watakoi Love is Hard for Otaku. This is the complete manga box set. It's by Kodansha, and it's a nerdy rom-com manga between a gamer boy and a girl who reads and draws spicy comics. Okay, it's a collectible box set, and apparently it has a sticky notepad in it as well, which is kind of cool for those who are enjoying this. Next we have Blade of the Immortal Deluxe Edition. This is the Deluxe Edition Volume 8, and it's going to be released on the 8th of February. I haven't read this, but the artwork looks fantastic. It's about a swordsman called Manji, set in feudal Japan. He's known as the 100-Man Killer, as he's killed 100 innocent men. But he's also apparently immortal. So to atone for his crimes, Manji resolves to kill 1,000 evil men. And in this volume in particular, there's an epic showdown between Manji and someone called Shira. So I hopefully will be reading this soon. But yeah, sounds really good. And then we have One Dance, which is released on the 14th of February by Kodansha. It's about a boy called Kaboku Kotani. He's starting high school in the first volume, and he's kind of just wanting to keep his head down, stay quiet, don't draw too much attention to himself with his friends. But he sees a first year called Hikari Wanda, and she's dancing like no one else is watching. She doesn't care, and it makes him wonder, could he reach that same freedom? So he joins a dance club, and this is what the series is about. I think this series has something to do with breakdancing as well. So if dancing is up your street, please do read this. I'm quite intrigued by this, so I think I'm going to be picking this up soon. Okay, the next one is Gap Papa, Daddy at Work and at Home, Volume 1. This is released on the 14th of February by 7 Seas Entertainment. This looks super cute, really, really sweet. So it's about a guy who at work, he's handsome, he's cool, quite distant, but when he comes back home, he's completely different. He's a doting father and husband, loves playing silly games with his daughter, showering kisses on his beloved wife. Talk about a gap between his appearance and personality. The cool thing about this is it's apparently a full colour story. So yeah, looks really good, super cute, so it might be a good one. Well, it's coming out on Valentine's Day, but one to keep you nice and cozy inside. Okay, next we have Chojin X Volume 1, coming out on the 21st of February by Viz. Apparently, being a super-powered creature isn't all it's cracked up to be, so Tokio has to hide his transformation from his family and dodge a truancy charge at school, all while dealing with the increasingly odd incidents happening around town. I'm quite intrigued by this, so I think I'll pick it up and see what it's all about. Next we have Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple Volume 2. This is a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. I've been watching the anime of Bungo Stray Dogs, but I haven't picked up any of the manga yet, but I really want to because the artwork is just stunning. I really like the quite sharp features of the character. But apparently this volume in particular says that shrouded in fog, the ability users of Yokohama are forced to fight against their own abilities. Akutagawa, eager to fight Rashomon, waits for his chance to strike. Meanwhile, Atsushi grows hesitant at the thought of facing Beast Beneath the Moon. So, if you are interested in that, that's out on the 21st of February. Okay, next we have The Way of the House Husband, a Viz release on the 21st of February. This series sounds like a lot of fun, definitely one I want to pick up. And it's in this volume, Tatsu faces off against his toughest opponent yet, a cunning little girl who refuses to eat her vegetables. It sounds so funny, so I think I will be picking this series up very soon. And next we have Villains Are Destined to Die, Volume 2. This is a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. It's about Penelope Urquhart, whose fate may seem grim, but she's determined to avoid it by rescuing sympathetic love interest Eccles. Yet when her way out of death turns out to be more dangerous than she thought, Penelope realises she needs a backup plan and a backup man. If that sounds like it's up your street, please do get it and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. The cover for this looks really cool, really pretty manga drawing. Okay, next we have Twin Star Exorcist, a Viz release on the 21st of February. So Rokuro escapes to Magano, where he teams up with an unlikely ally to find Benio in Outcast Valley, a secret place like no other. If you're enjoying this, will you let me know, because again, there's so many series that I want to read. I just can't afford to buy them all. And so I really have to make hard decisions on which series I can buy. And I'm torn on this one as well. So let me know if you are enjoying it. The next one is Blue Lock. I'm sure this doesn't need any introduction, but just in case, the project Blue Lock, its ultimate goal is to turn one of the selected young players into the star striker for the Japanese national team. This is a Kodansha release on the 21st of February, and in this volume it's the finale of Team Z versus Team B. I'm currently watching the anime, and the anime is fantastic. Okay, next up we have Sasuke and Miyano, Volume 7, a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. So we've got a bad boy and a BL nerd here. So Miyano finally took the plunge and told Sasuke exactly how he feels, but that's only step one of any relationship. So now they have to make dating work. So if this is your kind of thing, please do pick it up. And next we have Sotus, Volume 1. This is a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. So Sotus is an educational system in which upperclassmen impose trials upon underclassmen. Arthit, leader of the engineering seniors, plans to put his new juniors through a harsh training regime to earn the symbol of their major, the gear. However, a first year named Kong Pop causes new headaches for Arthit when he declares he'll snatch the gear from him and says, "I'll make you my wife." Because, of course you do. That's obviously the response when you are given a trial from an upperclassman. That is your response. So, I wonder if it's going to be quite funny, or, well, maybe I'll have to pick it up and see. But if that sounds like your thing, let me know in the comments below. So, next up we have Fire Force Volume 31. This is a Kodansha release on the 21st of February. So, for those of you who don't know, in the world of Fire Force, we have spontaneous human combustion. It's a phenomenon that has plagued humanity for years, and it randomly transforms ordinary people into flaming, violent creatures known as infernals. In this volume specifically, it's the third battle between Arthur and Dragon, and this proves to be too big to remain on Earth, and the fight escalates into outer space. I am massively behind on this series. I've been watching it, but I haven't been reading it, but it sounds really good. So I should really catch up on this. And then we have Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Volume 17, a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. So as the beginning of the Yuki family tragedy is finally unveiled, Ko sees a chance to put everything to rights, if they can all escape the Red House. But this cursed mansion has already made the consequences of trying to free Tsukasa from its clutches very clear. I really want to pick this series up. People keep raving about it, saying it's a really fun, enjoyable series. So let me know if you are reading it and enjoying it. Next we have The Wolf Never Sleeps Volume 3, a Yen Press release on the 21st of February. So after overcoming countless trials, Lacan has become the disciple of Sheila, a humble apothecary of immense magic power. So his confidence is buoyed by this. He's been studying magic for many days, and he finally resolves to challenge one of this world's dungeons. So, if this is up your street, I've never heard of this before, but I quite like the artwork. I do like the front cover. It's really, really cool. And next we have The Witch and the Beast Volume 10. This is a Kodansha release on the 28th of February. And the cover for this is so pretty. So we've got Ashaf, a soft-spoken man with delicate features. He has a coffin strapped to his back and an entourage of black crows. And Guido is a feral, violent girl with long fangs and the eyes of a beast. Although maybe not in this picture. And the series starts off with they live by one creed: wherever a witch goes, only curses and disasters follow. They have scores to settle, and they won't hesitate to remove anyone in their way, whether it's an angry mob or an army garrison. And in this volume, 10 days have passed since the siege on the Paladin stronghold, where stores of forbidden instruments were kept under lock and key. And then the story goes on from there. So, lots to look forward to this month. Apologies for the late video. Time just seemed to disappear from me. But if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments on the presentation of this, what you liked or didn't like, please do let me know. I am new on YouTube, and any and all constructive criticism is very welcome. Alright, have a lovely day, guys. Bye!